We're live, Spencer.
All right.
We're the Bastards.
Yes.
Hi, guys. How was everyone's brief hiatus?
It was okay. There wasn't enough Star Wars, but it was okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I found myself trying to force move everything around me, and it just wasn't the same, you know?
Do you remember at what age you stopped trying to force move stuff?
That's because you didn't make your entire life about.
Yeah,
am I like lagging a little bit?
It seems like you don't hear us at the same tempo, huh? Because like, do we seem delayed to you?
Yeah, there seems to be a delay.
I mean, I seem delayed on the stream, at least for my end, but I don't know if that's just
What's weird?
If that's just
that
me.
In OBS, you look fine. Not sure what to do other.
Now everything seems up to speed.
Yeah, maybe it was just a hiccup.
It wouldn't be a stream without some sort of technical issue.
All right, well, let's pay attention to it. Chat, if it's like unbearable, let us know. But I think we're okay for now.
I just refreshed. How was that?
Looks good.
You disappeared. No.
You look better. Gerald,
okay,
maybe you
back.
consider doing it. I think that might, because it made Spencer a lot better. Yeah.
Refresh my
I see you
OBS.
responding faster.
Okay, give me a second. I mean, I'm just not gonna watch.
That's probably
yeah, I'm not either. They'll have to chat without us.
Hey, this is what happens after a 3-week hiatus. We have little glitches.
We're rusty.
Yep.
I'm rustier than F1's new arm.
Arm.
Yes. Arm. Third arm. Baby arm. Well, all right then. I guess after some rambling, welcome to session 18 of Blasters and Bastards. Welcome back, Bastards.
Good to be here.
Good to be back.
Yeah. This week, I'd like to know your name, character name, species, class, and if you weren't a bastard, what would your character dream of being? So,
all right. I'll start. I am Austin Rusk, playing Valer the Gand from Planet Gand. He is a operative acquisition specialist, and so that means your basic thief archetype. And if he wasn't a bastard, he'd still be pretty close to what he's doing now. He'd be trying to be a findsman, probably still boosting cars, small-time gigs like that.
So there was no dreams beyond being a findsman?
Oh, no. Not since he was 3.
All right. Before that, he just wanted to be a choo-choo train.
I'm Sergio. I'm playing Jeter, the geriatric clone trooper. I think that if Jeter had his way, he'd probably be married and definitely no longer a virgin. And he'd probably be living on the planet of Naboo. He'd probably want to work on a farm, but he's shit at farming, so he'd probably be like the bodyguard, like fighting off any Gungans that might sneak onto the property or anything. But I think that that's what he'd be doing. Married to his beloved Vanya.
Nice.
Unknown murderer.
I guess that's me then. I'm Gerald. I play the Kemergan, a Kushiban berserker, cyclone berserker, and I guess the Kemergan would, his original dream was to be kind of a space trader. He never really wanted to go into the revenge business, but as often happens, the revenge business pulls you in.
So what would he be trading? Furs?
I guess little things woven together from I think it's silkweed, which is native to his planet. So that's what that was the original mission that they were trying to do before all the other stuff happened. Was to sell that stuff. So, and apologies, my dogs have decided right now to go crazy. So if you hear barking or if they make an appearance, that's what's happening.
Hi everyone, my name is Bergen Johnson, and I'm a diceaholic. It's been 3 weeks since I last played D&D, and I play F1. F1 is a astrotech engineer, level 5. I have a vibro whip, a shotgun, and a shiny new arm. If F1 wasn't working, if F1 wasn't a bastard, they would be... I went kind of back and forth on this because they're a trained healer and they like kids. I think they'd be running some kind of orphanarium of some kind, which we tried to We tried to get that off the ground in earlier episodes, but duty called. So we'll see if we can revisit that.
Who knows what's happening back on that asteroid base? You guys haven't been there in a while.
I'm sure it's fine.
Everything's fine.
That's our motto. Everything's fine. Keep going. Everything's fine.
Congratulations, Bergen, for getting your days in. Gonna be a Union boy.
Union boy.
Congrats.
Thank you.
And I'm your Jedi Master, Spencer Adelstein, and your useless Star Wars fact of the week is that the Decraniated were a form of cyborg that had all or part of their heads removed.
Have we seen them
Like
before
Lobot?
in the movies? Yeah.
Yeah, they show up like in the background of the movies. They basically look, some of them just look like there's a ring at their neck and it has like little sensors on it. Some of them have like up to just below their nose and then there's like a visor there.
Weird.
Mm-hmm.
So not like Clobot. What's the name of that guy, Austin?
Lobot.
Lobot.
Yeah.
Lobot, yeah.
No, Lobot is not a Decraniated. He is simply a cyborg.
Interesting.
Half man, half Lobot. And before we get into our recap, I'd just like to touch on the fact that the Player's Handbook and Starships of the Galaxy both had some pretty serious overhauls since the last time we played. For this session, we're going to stick to the old rules since that's what we all know and love. But I think we're going to look over the new combat and content, and possibly update if we think it's worth it.
Are the rules really that different?
The Player's Handbook has some different things, like in regards to backgrounds and classes. They do some things that like have a little bit more to do with fighting styles and things like that. Like, so it's not a huge deal, but they really did overhaul, the space combat. So that will probably, more likely than not, we're gonna switch over to that. But it's a lot, so it seems a lot easier because I don't know if you guys agree, but currently space combat is complicated.
It's complicated, but I'm not overwhelmed or anything.
So
I've enjoyed it.
Basically, what they've talked about with space combat is they feel that it's too complicated and that some of the like the different in-space classes you have more agency than others. So they want to kind of balance that so that, some people feel like they're not just like there for the ride. They also added a new loadout, the Technician, I think was not there before. So I think there's 6 classes now, and they've kind of streamlined that. They've, like, a lot of the things had like maneuver points or something, and they've just like pushed that all into basically fuel points, so it's kind of a pooled thing. It seems simpler, but we're gonna have to go over it and figure it out.
Yeah, it sounds like a good thing to do off stream.
Yeah, exactly. That's yes.
Last time we played, I tried to do a maneuver where I stuck my head out of a window and shot my gun. Is that now possible?
Well,
A drive-by?
I think that a drive-by honestly would be possible for you if you went through like an airlock. I don't think it's impossible for you to bust through a window and shoot at people since you don't need to breathe, but it might cause slight issues.
Well, the problem is that the blaster laser is going as fast as we are, so it's not gonna.
Well, here's another thing that's really interesting is, and this we will implement immediately. They added in that space combat, like ship combat, is 10 times more effective than ground combat. So if you deal 1 damage from a ship, it's actually 10 damage to someone on the ground. So that makes things make a lot more sense.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was in Star Wars D20. I think it was a ×4 multiplier, but it was the same thing.
Yeah. So it makes sense that if you're just shooting a blaster at a ship, you're doing 1/10 of a damage. So.
We'll see.
We will see. All right, Valera, I believe you're going to recap what we did 3 weeks ago.
All right. Yeah, let's see if I can get back into my Gand accent. Honestly, Blair thinks this whole prison break could have gone a little bit more smoothly. Namely, if the targets were still there and not Azulus, who's now the fourth brother, or was before we crashed his ship and then made a point of landing and blasting his body to pieces. Blair knows never to just assume someone's dead. That very same assumption saved Blair's life a few times, especially given Blair's regenerative abilities. Now, with let's say 80% certainty the fourth brother is dead, and the Empire busy picking up the pieces, Blair can finally focus on the next step, rescuing Ponda Baba and Dr. Cornelius Avizon from a prison transport to help break into the Imperial Vault. After that, Blair can get Blair's own ship and become the greatest findsman, as long as Blair's enemy count doesn't keep climbing, which, considering Blair's company, doesn't seem likely.
Nice.
Nice. I mean, your enemy count did just go down by 1.
I think that's the first session that's happened.
Yeah.
Right, and didn't we kill Roxvo?
You did kill Roxvo
That's
a
right.
while ago, but that was before we were in on Twitch, and frankly, Roxvo was kind of he's kind of a big wuss. He did, and you killed him on that third time he ran. All right, we find our crew currently on the Lucky Crest. You have just taken off from the planet of Stygian Prime, and you're all in, bad shape, and you have the head of Azulus, presumably, and you're now headed for, it seems like, a 3-day travel before you get to the Lambda class shuttle. What's going on, guys?
I think I'm cooking bantha burgers in the kitchen, and do we feel? And do I have the head, don't I? Or did we mount it somewhere?
For all purposes, let's say you have the head.
It's kind of hanging off my belt. I'm like, does anyone else? It's getting in the food too. Does anyone feel conflicted about this at all? Because I think it was self-defense, but I kill people all the time. And we're
in any case, it was trying to kill us.
Great. So we all agreed if anyone asks self-defense, he ran into his own lightsaber. Great. Everyone's on board for that. Love it. Great. I'm cutting the buns with the lightsaber that I took from him. Well, okay, but just in case.
The stream is actually saying that Jeter is muted. Thanks for bringing that to our attention. Everything fixed now? It'll take a second for it to catch up.
We're losing viewers.
We're hemorrhaging our 3 viewers. They say no, it is not fixed.
We're not recording the voice memos anymore also, right? Because we're just letting this all go through the stream. Okay. Just making sure.
Samson, go, Mike. All right, you should be able to hear me now.
All right,
Give us a Gerald.
Gerald. Check 1 2. Yeah, I'm here.
There it is. All right.
Well, that's embarrassing. All that amazing dialogue is just thrown out the window. But no, I think we're going to be fine, F1. We've got bigger fish to fry, if you remember.
There is always a bigger fish. What do you? So we're trying to, with this head that we have that looks like Azulus, our former crewmate. We're giving this head to the Empire. No. Why do we have this?
You took it. You wanted it.
Oh, I wanted it as a hood ornament. You said to bring it inside.
Yes, because it would vaporize if you put it on the hood of the ship.
It needs to be treated first.
Ah, so we'll treat it.
Bronzing.
The bronzing might help. I feel like otherwise hyperspace is just going to rip it off.
So what are we doing now then? What's the plan? I pop out one of my memory cassettes and I flip it over and I put it back in. So what are we doing?
Blair, we're after that Lambda-class shuttle, aren't we?
Right. Yeah. We're gonna go pick up Ponda Baba and Dr. Cornelius Evizon.
How exactly do we plan on doing that in the middle of space?
You've never been part of a raiding party.
Heist.
I was more special ops, but
Special ops and never raided a ship.
I jumped out of a ship in the atmosphere, and
All right. Well, we're going to be doing that, but instead of jumping out of a ship into the atmosphere, you're going to be jumping out of the ship into another ship.
Do we have like spacesuits? I don't think I've ever seen anyone in Star Wars wear like a spacesuit.
I mean, you guys do have spacesuits.
I thought there was like one spacesuit that we had.
No.
Whatever.
When you guys left Panis' ship, what's her name? Wow, I'm doing so great after all these weeks of time off. I can't even remember her name. Brax.
Acid Lady.
Yeah, Acid Lady. When Brax was on Panis' ship, she got you guys all special spacesuits.
Including the
right,
Kemmergan? Like a Kemmergan sized
Yes,
one?
she did get you a specifically Kemmergan sized one.
All right,
It was
so,
very sweet and seems to have been completely forgotten.
So we'll jump from ship to ship, but we still have to stop the ship, don't we?
Lucky Sevens comes over the intercom and he's like, "I can dock with any ship you like."
But we've got to catch up to them first, right, Valer?
Right. And as we had done with our astrogating before, we've got about 3 days before we can curve around and meet them. And it's going to be at that point we activate our plan. Now, what the plan is, Blair's not sure yet.
Well, my birthday suit is technically a spacesuit, so I think we could work that in some way.
Could we convince them to stop their ship so that we could dock with them?
Perhaps if we're a undercover Imperial transport of some kind.
Inspectors.
I mean, I can dress like a stormtrooper.
Right. We could do that.
I mean, we all could, technically. Just wearing an outfit.
Blair's a little short.
Well, I mean...
Well, I mean, there's always the, ship in distress, help us kind of gambit.
But they're Imperial. What are the chances they're actually going to stop for us? They'll probably shoot at us, if anything.
We could say that one of us is on the ship.
Ah.
These are prison guards, not bounty hunters, though. They're going to be pretty mission focused.
I like. What if a surprise inspection?
I like the idea, but the problem is the chances of them believing that we're who we say we are is almost zero.
Look, what if we say we're from the CDC, the Center for Detained Convicts? Like, I think that would work.
All right, I'm sold.
Look, you let me do the talking. I'll turn on the Johnny.
And if that
Credits
doesn't
charm.
work, Blair, shoot their engines so that we can board them and they can't flee.
Of course. And Blair can actually forge some credentials for the ship to beam over once they ask. Blair just needs to know what we're making.
Good talk, boys. I like this plan.
Okay.
Are you going to bed?
No, but F1, can I speak to you for a moment?
In private?
Yes.
Is this a medical thing?
I guess, yes.
Sort of. Okay. Where are we gonna talk?
Just over here, and I just bring him over just a little bit away. I said, "Can I have back that thing I lent you?" You don't look at me blankly like that, F1. You know what I'm talking about.
Well, it's hard for me to emote when I'm just a marvelous mechanical man. But what thing are you talking about? The credits that I won from you?
No, the thing, um the cylindrical thing I'll let you borrow that I'll need back because it's very personal to me.
Wait. So you think we're and if anything, we're in more danger now than before? And you're made out of flesh. You should let me hold on to this.
F1, I'm asking you nicely. It's mine, and I want it back.
Well, I mean, you steal something from a murder victim. I don't know if that makes it yours. Well, maybe it does. I hand him over
it was manslaughter. It was unintentional manslaughter.
Okay. I hand him over the fourth brother's lightsaber.
No, this isn't what I'm asking for.
I look on my belts. Is this one? No, and eventually I find the right one.
Thank you. I don't even know why you're giving me this trouble. You want the working one anyway.
Well, I'm starting a collection.
Just like bloody Grievous, and I'll walk back to my my bunk.
Grievous.
Wow, this bread is perfectly toasted.
The secret is a steady hand, and I extend the lightsaber to 8 feet, and I'm like very carefully cutting it from very far away.
That's great. All right, you guys have 3 days of space travel.
I'll spend at least one of those days building a breaching charge. I forget what the stats are, but I'll let you know how much it costs.
Okay.
But I'm gonna use it to blow a hole into the ship if we need to.
That's an excellent idea. All right, so first would be roll me a demolitions modifier.
Okay. So let's see. So there is no demolitions skill. Are you saying like technology, or I can
So
add my
for
modifier?
you,
I can add my
it's
proficiency.
yeah, it's your intelligence plus proficiency, I think.
Okay. Oh man. So intelligence, which is 2, 3, 4. That's 6.
Jesus. All right, now roll a D100 and take minus 10. I think. No,
Minus 10.
actually, excuse me. Add nothing.
So 15.
A 15?
Yeah.
Okay, it's actually gonna cost you double the amount to create this item.
Shit. All right.
You like are just a little shaken from the fight, and like you were pretty badly beat up, and instead of waiting like a night or two to kind of recuperate, you decide that you're just too antsy, you want to get this done, and you do it, and you're just like scrambling to get it done. You get blood in the first one, you have to throw it away and start from scratch.
Gotcha.
Is anyone else doing anything else?
Valera's going to use his forgery kit to make another certification for the ship.
Okay, so you're changing the ship's name again?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's just one of your skills. It's not a downtime thing.
Yeah, I have proficiency forgery kit. I don't know how long it takes me to do it or anything like that.
You know, I'm going to say that, you know, you're essentially taking a 10 to do it, and just roll a general, what would that be? Deception?
I'm not using the forgery kit proficiency.
Oh yeah, you can use that. Use your forgery kit proficiency, and then roll with advantage since you're taking a while to do it.
All right. All right, that is a 23.
Yeah, I'd say that you managed to skillfully make some sort of forgery of documents in like the ship's computer. Why don't you give me what's the name going to be?
The Wraith. It's going to be a special ops Imperial ship, highly classified. Gonna just make it seem like this is a legit Black Ops. You can't ask too many more questions.
Mm.
So you're kind of like putting this like top secret clearance level, like that they would log in and they'd see like, oh shit, this is something I'm not even cleared for.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Just to kind of give us that extra authority of like, you have to listen to us. These people, they're a little bit higher than your pay grade. Hand them over now.
Nice.
Anything else with your downtime?
Not really. I don't have a whole lot of time to keep studying Huttese because that's like a week of downtime at each. So yeah, I think I'm mostly hanging out. I can't think of anything else I got to craft.
All right.
Use my visions later on. I got no reason to use them now.
F1, what are you doing in this downtime?
What's the name of the droid that we brought on that was Painus's companion?
Give me a second. It's been a while.
What was the name of that one?
F2.
Oh, I remember. It was fuck. C0N7.
Gotcha. Hey, C0. I whittled this flute. I don't know if you'd like to learn how to play.
I would not like to learn how to play.
Oh, what would you like to? I mean, do you have anything that you'd like to learn or that I can help you with? Maybe shoot a blaster in case we get into a scuffle.
I do not want to learn how to shoot a blaster.
What do you want to do with your life, C0?
What do you want me to do with my life?
I want you to tell me what you want to do with your life.
I don't think I'm going to do that. And she walks away.
I guess I'd like to. Can I upgrade my speeder?
Sure. What are you trying to do with this speeder? What are you trying to upgrade?
I want to make it dangerously fast.
Okay, so I want you to roll me a. Is engineering one of the?
No, there's technology.
Let's give it piloting. I think piloting is appropriate for this.
Okay.
Give me a piloting roll.
Okay.
Just like
hot dice.
Fuel directly into the engine as opposed to
11.
Okay, give me a D100 roll and add 5.
Okay. That is an 80. Oh no, plus 5. That's a 93.
Okay, didn't expect that. You like are fiddling through the engine. You're like just ripping things out and like but remembering where everything goes, and you find that the bastard who sold you this put a governor on this thing, and you just take the governor out, rip it out, throw it over your shoulder. You put everything back in, and I'll say that you get an extra 50 feet of movement out of this.
Woo! I should probably write the stats down for this somewhere. I have not yet. Cool. And will that take the whole 3 days?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I can't give it like a cool paint job or anything.
Given that it's only 3 days and you did this, I'll let you like do half the paint job.
Okay. Just the back half have like some really cool flame. They look like stickers, but they're painted on. Speeder by plus 50.
Spencer.
Yes.
I seem to have deleted whatever notes I took in our last couple sessions. Do you remember what the Kemmergen found when researching stuff for Azulis?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
He found, because he was looking more into Darth Jar Jar to try and figure out where he might be rather than where Azulis might be. He found that he has a home on Naboo.
Okay.
Or an office of some type. Give me 1 second. There was something else that you found.
Right. There was 2 pieces of information. I remember that much.
An office in Naboo. And also, like, I think we like saw a video of him like declaring, that he was
Yes.
attacked by terrorists.
You saw the video from the Christmas special. That basically said that he had been attacked by terrorists, and I want to say that you also found info on his offices on Coruscant.
Right. Okay. I think the Kemmergan would like to continue researching.
Okay.
But I don't know if I want to research Darth Jar Jar specifically. I'd like to potentially see if there's any info I can find on because like the fourth brother is not Azulus. He was talking about the other one.
Mhm.
So I'd like to see if there's anything recent on Azulus that we could find.
Okay, so what I would like is for you to kind of specifically tell me what you're trying to find out.
If there's any information on recent locations. Because again, the Kemmergan is, hunting Azulus.
Okay.
And what do I roll again exactly?
I'd say for this it would be investigation.
Okay. And I'm looking at the research stuff under downtime. But I'm supposed to roll a D100, right?
Yeah, but that's after you give me the first, the
Okay.
investigation. Or it'd be lore, excuse me.
This would be lore. Okay,
Yes,
and I roll a
lore.
D20 for that, right?
Yes.
Okay. I rolled an 11.
Okay. Now roll a D100 and add 5.
Okay. And this is what I roll for like a D100, right?
Yeah,
This,
Yeah,
this twice.
2 of those. Yep.
Okay. Just give me a second. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Jeez.
Plus 5, you said?
Yes.
So 41.
You lucky son of a bitch. Because if you rolled 40 or lower, you learn nothing.
Mhm.
Okay. With a 41, I'll be slightly generous. You do search through and find that same video that you had seen before, and it shows the pictures of all of the original crew that these were the terrorists that attacked Darth Jar Jar, and you look at this and you do a reverse image lookup, and you see. God, that's hard, man. I'm trying to work with you here. You see that he was carried out of the submarine on Mon Cala. So you get an image that maybe a paparazzi took or a security camera, you can't really tell, and it's Darth Jar Jar dragging him. So you can't tell if he's alive or dead, but dragging him out of his submarine onto another Lambda class shuttle. So as far as you know, Darth Jar Jar has taken him. You can't really make out if he's alive or dead. You don't know where he's going, but you do know that Jar Jar had possession of his body.
And he lives on Naboo, so.
So possibly on Naboo, possibly in Coruscant.
Possibly somewhere else we haven't found out about yet.
Possibly somewhere else.
Okay, cool.
But at the very least, you know that his body wasn't left behind.
Okay.
And I'll also say that you are an intelligent enough creature to know that Darth Jar Jar wouldn't bring him if he was worthless.
I see. Interesting.
Okay,
Cool.
so I'd say that takes up the rest of your 3-day trip. You guys sort of abruptly fall out of hyperspace. It's like Lucky Sevens alerts you that there's something coming up, so you brace yourself, but it does feel rather jolting. When you drop out of hyperspace, Lucky Seven says, "I found something blocking our path," and you like look out the front window, and you do see that about 1,500 feet ahead, there is the Lambda class shuttle. It's not going at hyperspeed. It is in this hyperspeed lane, though. There seems to be asteroids, and it's like dodging in and out. Blair, give me a quick perception check. Anyone who's looking out the window, really.
All right. That's a 17.
Okay.
I didn't roll much
No
better.
one else really needs to roll. I think a 17's plenty. You get the idea that this ship seems to have hit one of the asteroids, and that their hyperspace engine is likely damaged.
Well, this is going to make life a lot easier.
Good plan, everybody. We did it.
Can't believe they didn't navigate around the asteroids.
They are
They can't-
Imperial.
All right.
Yeah, but
Hammer
Imperials
gun.
miss all the time.
It's something it looks like.
The
F1.
Camergan, wait, before that, the Camergan wants to let everyone know that, he shares the pictures of Darth Jar Jar and Azulus, or at least the video thing, the reverse image thing, and says, "I've seen one of these ships before."
That's that evil Gungan Jedi.
Where did you see this ship?
Look, this is Mon Cala, and I'll show, and look, this is Azulus. Jar Jar took Azulus's body.
Right. We were there, weren't we?
We were.
So you saw this.
Right, yeah.
You saw him take the body.
We didn't see him take the body. We know that he left with Azulus. We don't know what happened to him.
Right, but did you see him get on this shuttle?
I don't remember that. We were too busy trying to get the hell out.
Right, but it looks like the same shuttle.
What are the chances, Valer, that's this shuttle?
The protocol droid chimes in and goes, the odds are 317 million to 1.
Never tell me the odds. Look, I don't know. This is a popular class of ship.
Right. But they won't put it past Darth Jar Jar to set a trap for us.
During this
Oh.
conversation, Blair, are you like kind of maintaining speed behind them, or are you trying to catch up?
I'm gonna keep maintaining speed behind them for now.
Okay.
So it sounds like our
Can you
next
roll me a
move should be
piloting check?
to.
Yeah. It is a 19.
I mean, regardless of if it's a trap or not, our quarry is on that ship.
Right. Let's just everyone heads on a swivel. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And F1, if you want to be the voice of the commanding officer of the ship, let them know what's up.
Sounds good. It sounds like our next move is to spring the trap. Yes. I'll send a hailing frequency over to them.
Okay. What exactly is this hailing frequency trying to do?
Just to open a link between the two of us, communication-wise.
Okay, so you're just trying to link up with them and just say, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me a.
I mean, it's a
Only
little more
it's-
nuanced than that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is I want to know what you're saying.
Oh, you want to know what I'm saying? I'm
Tell
gonna
them we
say.
see that they're in trouble and we're going to help them.
Shuttle. It looks like. What should we say?
Here's a question. How long does it take me to make a new forgery? If I wanted to make a new one right now.
I would say that you could do one right now. I'd give you disadvantage because of how quickly you're going to have to try and put this thing together. But you could throw together something in action. You're just like furiously typing.
Why? What are you trying to change it to?
We could be a repair ship.
I mean, we could have just gotten their distress signal, or we saw them on our thing, and we're coming to check on them.
But we also, right now, we're currently listed as Imperial Black Ops.
I still like the Imperial. I think we can work with this. I send over the button and say, Shuttle, what is your identification number and mission protocol?
Okay, I want you to make me a technology roll.
He doesn't even know where the button is to.
Darn, that's only a 10 plus 7, so I think 17.
Okay. What you get across the intercom is identification number. We are a Imperial shuttle process of bringing 2 fugitives to our new facility. They're going to be incarcerated. We are in dire.
Spencer, be careful. Be careful what you're doing with your mic, because you keep cutting in and out, and I don't know why.
No, that's the point.
That's intentional.
Oh.
I got you.
That was so good that I fell for it. All right.
Wow.
We got him. All right, Shuttle. And I'll just read like our VIN number, I guess. we due to the nature of our mission, we can't disclose our objective, but here's our VIN number, and we're coming over to give you assistance.
Okay, I'm gonna roll me. Never mind. I think that his 4G is rolling for you. They rolled a natural 1, and they're like, "Okay, we will open the bay as soon as you have made a connection with our ship."
Okay, I put my arm on Valaire's shoulders. I said, "Oh, I took these pictures of your naming ceremony. I'll just put these here," and I kind of spread them out in front of the window.
Couldn't do this 2 days ago. All right.
Well, I was busy.
Okay. Sorry, I was gonna say, as an aside, Spencer, you're right. Like, they completely changed my Starship deployment. Completely. So.
It's completely different.
Yeah.
Jeter's gonna come out like in his stormtrooper armor and have his jetpack on. And, all right, let's do this.
I have the armor from the 4th brother. If somebody wants to put that on.
Oh, Kimmigan, you want to play a 4th brother?
Actually, is that full face covering? Because that.
Well, I mean, the Chemigan is proficient in a disguise kit, so we could put me in some sort of disguise. I just don't think that I could wear something the size of Azula's.
True.
I don't know. It's like a 3-foot thing.
I mean, I think you just need the helmet, right?
I don't know if the helmet would go over my ears.
Okay, I mean, we don't have to. I mean, we've already.
I mean, I think it's a good idea. I'm just trying to think. I mean, the Kushban ears kind of seem flexible, right?
Yeah, you can fold them down.
I like to think of it as like in BoJack Horseman. There's that rabbit character, and he always slicks back his ears, but they like instantly pop up. I think if you had a helmet, you could push them down.
Here, how about this? And I'm gonna let the Chemigan borrow my stealth field generator to become invisible.
There you go.
Oh, that's great.
An invisible whirling dervish. I love it.
Yeah,
Wait,
considering I'm already like, I guess proficient in stealth, would that add any kind of bonus?
Oh yeah,
that on top
I
of
think
that?
I think it just lets you roll at advantage because you're functionally invisible.
Okay, cool.
And Gand, what are you doing for this? Are you staying on the ship, or are you going to go in?
We're gonna need your guns, Vlaire.
Yeah. I'm gonna be stealthing in behind them, just doing my regular stealth.
In that case, I'm gonna cast that spell that Jeter and I both have.
Oh yeah.
Pass without a trace.
Yes, it's called Smuggle.
Hmm.
So all of us now have +10 to dexterity, stealth checks,
Oh,
and can't be tracked except by enhanced means.
okay.
That's pretty
Alright.
cool.
Yeah.
Skill generator lasts for 1 minute, gives you advantage on stealth checks that rely on sight. It
Okay.
ends early if you make an attack, though. So once you attack, you're out.
Okay, so you guys are going to be docking with this thing. Why don't you give me a piloting check? The DC is pretty low, just to make sure you can do it in between all of these asteroids.
Yeah, that's a 14.
Yeah, I'd say that's fine. They're letting you in, so I can't imagine it's going to be too difficult. So you guys dock with this ship. The way it works is you kind of dock with the bottom of the ship. So
Nice.
basically the bottom of the ship, so think down here, your landing platform goes here and it forms a seal, so your ramp goes up and then there's like a staircase up to get into the ship.
Okay.
So we're injecting our thing up into the ship, into the landing class ship?
More or less.
Gotcha.
More or less. It's kind of like both their gangway goes down, then yours goes down on top of it, and then a seal is created between the two
Weird,
ships.
okay.
Cool.
So who's going to be front and center?
I think I probably will.
Okay. So you walk into this ship in like a standard trooper costume, and are greeted by another standard trooper. F1, are you like right behind him?
I'm still carrying my weapons and stuff, but everything's kind of holstered.
Mhm.
And can we before we go in, can we have a quick sidebar?
Mm-hmm.
Jeter, I think what if we played you as like this cool, the boss? Like you're the boss, you're this veteran.
Yeah, I like that.
I'll do the talking for you. You're just like supposed to be menacing, and you can like maybe you shoot somebody that like it talks back to you or something.
Yeah, I'll just shoot someone. I like that.
Okay. I like this. Okay, let's go in.
I just sent the map over Hangouts if you want to throw that into
You got it.
Cool. So you're greeted by another trooper. He like comes to the gangplank and he like looks at you. You're in like a standard trooper outfit, and he looks at F1 and he's like, "Trooper, why is your medical droid wearing a feather boa? What happened to its arm? Why does it have so many weapons?"
I give the signal for Jeter to shoot.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Jeter just like immediately prompted with a question loses all thought of like what the plan was, and I think he just says, "The saddest thing about betrayal is that it never comes from your enemies," and I'm just gonna shoot him.
Okay, I'm gonna definitely give you the surprise round. Why don't we run roll initiative?
All right.
Jeez.
Give me a second while I like get this whole ship together.
I missed
This
you
wasn't
guys.
what you had in mind.
No, not quite.
I actually thought you guys were going to do some space combat first.
No, we'll blow them up after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yeah, I think I'll definitely hit the self-destruct button on the ship.
Oh, really? Okay.
Or we
Let's
could
do
keep
it
the ship.
Let's do it after we get our guys.
Oh
though.
yeah, definitely.
Right. But wouldn't
right,
it be a
let's-
useful thing to keep the a Lambda class shuttle?
We'd have to heavily modify it because people are going to know it's an Imperial ship.
Right, but we have an Imperial vault to go to.
Kemmergan, what'd you roll?
You make a good point.
I rolled a 12.
Okay, Blair.
6.
Okay, Jita.
I rolled a 20. Let's see, 19, 20, 24.
Holy shit. F1.
16, 1-6.
Okay. First things first. Immediately, you can roll an extra attack, a sneak attack, or surprise round attack.
Okay,
Jeter.
he hasn't gone, so I have advantage.
Yep.
I rolled an 18 plus 7. I think I'm going to.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Yeah. I'm going to use my big old concussion rifle, which does 3d8 plus 3. Here we go. So that's 15 energy damage.
You shoot this guy square in the chest. You're like, ah! You shoot him, and you're ah! As he falls down dead, arms ass over elbows,
So far,
And
so
he
good. Let's
is
go.
instantly dead.
Yeah. keep
Wait,
moving.
And,
wait.
I'll spend my movement getting to the door and working on getting it open.
The door is already open. That's how he got in.
Gotcha.
You just like you climb up this hatch, and you're now like in the main part of the room. If you're looking at the map, it's the section 11. It's like a row of seats, right, on both sides of this big like it's like a 30 by 40 room that has a hallway behind you that's like 10 by 15 that seems to go towards the cockpit. In this room, you also see that there's a staircase to go downstairs. And there's also like two rooms in the back. In front of you is 12 seats, 6 on each side. And in front of you, like just staring at you with their blank stormtrooper stares, is 8 additional stormtroopers
Oh,
just sitting in their
Jesus
seats.
Christ. All right, I see the 8 stormtroopers, and I am going to throw a.
Wait.
I'm going to throw a frag grenade into the center of them all.
Oh my god! All right.
Let's see. It just does within 5 feet or something. 2d6 damage. Grenade. Fragmentation grenade. Okay, so when you use your action to set it the mine. Oh no, that's a mine. Sorry, frag grenade. You have a range of 30 feet plus your strength. So me, it's only like 15 feet, but that's fine. As an action, you can throw a grenade at a point. Each creature within 10 feet must make a dex save. So
Okay.
however many you think would need to make a dex save.
I'd say all 8. They're like
Yes.
just sitting in their seats waiting.
Yes.
What's the dex save?
13.
Okay, so far all of them have succeeded. Half of them have succeeded, one with a natural 20. And then 2 of them fail.
Okay,
Out of
so,
the
so if you failed, they take 11, and half of that if they succeed.
Okay. Give me a second. So half of that would be 5, right?
Yes. And the first action was a surprise action. The next action was my normal action. I will now use my second attack action to shoot at one of them.
Okay. I'd say that the one closest to you has not been shot. It's like kind of the 2 at the very middle on each side have seemed to take the most damage.
That makes sense.
The rest they took half.
Yeah, I'll just kind of like aim at one of the ones closer to me. They have
Okay.
not gone yet, so I have advantage against them.
Mhm.
That's a natural 20.
Holy
Oh my
shit.
So that's
Do you even want to roll damage?
that's 6d8 if you don't need
Oh.
me to. We can just say that I take one of them out.
68, it is literally impossible for you to not kill this guy. You like just obliterate this guy and he slumps over in his chair and like his head falls on the onto the shoulder of the guy next to him.
Let's see. I just want to make sure I don't have some crazy extra thing. I don't. All right. I think that's all I can do. I'm going to just kind of hide behind the wall, hide behind the door.
Okay.
Actually, no, I take that back. I'm going to just stand in the middle, like in the middle of the room, and draw all their attention.
Okay, so you walk like 2 steps in front of this gangplank. You're standing kind of between the 2 seats that are closer to the front of the ship. And are those tokens on the map you've got there?
Yeah, I put them there.
Okay, so the tokens would actually be closer to the 7. So the 7
like up
at the
here
top.
at the top?
Yeah, at the top. That's where the gangplank is.
Oh,
you
okay.
enter like through the neck.
Okay.
And I'd say you've walked forward to like close to the 11 between those 2 seats.
Yeah.
The 8 is the staircase to go downstairs.
Gotcha. So we're in like the middle of the ship right now.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Also, that was an awesome use of your tactical knowledge as a clone trooper. I'm going to give you inspiration.
Nice. Gonna need it.
Are you? It seems like you're just going to like...
I mean, there's now
pieces.
7 troopers that are about to shoot at me, so yeah.
So far. Next up is 2 of the troopers who, they're immediately going to shoot at you. Let's see if they shoot better than they would in the movies. 1 rolls an 8, which I'm assuming does not hit, and
Miss.
1 rolls a 22.
I'm going to use my shield as a reaction.
So that's a yes, but actually no. You like walk in, and immediately after this, like the smoke disappears, you just start shooting. The first guy shoots a little earlier than the smoke's kind of dissipated. The second guy shoots, and you just look over and instinctually hold up your shield. It like opens up from your hand and block it.
Now I'm like a droid deca where I've got a shield around me and they're all just shooting at me.
In the bottom right, you'll see that there's a little 5x5 room. A stormtrooper walks out of that room. He's completely unscathed, and he's got toilet paper wrapped around his foot. He's gonna shoot at you.
I like to think that he's pulling up his stormtrooper pants.
Yeah, he's like pulling up his belt, and he like shoots at you. He's completely distracted and misses. There are now 3 more that are sitting on the bench, all towards the back. They're all gonna fire at you. The highest they roll is a 19, so all of them are just like absent-mindedly shooting. They're like terrified. They expected this to be friendly. And from the door behind you, like towards the front of the ship, out comes a stormtrooper captain. He's one of those ones that has like the orange pauldron on his shoulder. And he closes and enters like a combination into the door, locking it behind him. He is going to use his multi-attack to try and hit you.
So I'm the only one visible to him?
Yes, because right now F1's still in the entryway. He cannot see him.
Okay.
The highest he rolls is a 19, so on his 2 shots, he does not manage to shoot you. I'd say that he was kind of distracted by just trying to like put in a good security code into the cockpit. F1,
Nice.
It is now your turn as, you know, all of the stormtroopers have missed Jeter.
I'd like to kind of sashay up the ladder in front of Jeter, protecting him, and I'd say, guys, this is such a misunderstanding. You weren't supposed to look at him in the eye. Where it's this whole thing, and can I kind of just lay your guns down? This is a huge mistake. We don't need to do this.
Okay,
I
so
wanna
are
persuade
you
them.
trying to? Okay, first of all, this is definitely deception, not persuasion. So I need you to roll me deception with disadvantage.
Well, if you say so.
Why are you even trying this? How would you help me stay alive?
I got a natural 20 and an 11 plus 7. That's an 18 total.
Okay, I'm now gonna roll against an 18 on insight for the remaining 9 troopers and the captain. Okay, already one of them is rolling a 20. Okay, so all of them are like, oh, that makes sense. And the captain's like, only the captain seems to get that this is a ruse. And he's like, he just killed your friends. Clearly there are enemies. And they're like, oh, geez, you're right. And they ready their weapons.
I'd like to think that they're lowering their weapons, and then they all like bring it back up. And I'm like, that's a shame. And I snap my fingers, and I'm gonna cast explosion. Oh god, that icon is so good. Let's see. So
really
I'm gonna center it on them, and they have to make a dex save.
They're not
Let's
very
see,
good at
DC 15.
Okay, how large is the
20 feet.
20 feet? I'd say with 20 feet, you're able to hit all the guys in the seats. You are not able to hit the guy that came out of the bathroom or the captain.
Oh, that's fine.
So that's still, I think that's still 7 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 7 of them. What kind of damage is this, by the way?
This
Fireball
is, yeah, this 20-foot sphere. It's an explosion. Fire damage.
Okay, 2 of them fail and the rest save.
Okay, let me roll 8d6 really quick.
Again, there's like no point. They're all even. Well, no, I'm wrong. The saves that they might live.
That's 7. I need more d6s. Let's see. Oh, I got a late. Okay, hold on. Roll this on the table.
I love the sound of that.
Ooh, I got one that's stacked up. So that is 1, 2, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 21 damage.
Okay, 16 was the number to beat. All of those troopers are now dead.
Hell yes.
And
The
then can I
interior is badly scorched as this fire like burns through. The seats are smoldering, and it looks pretty bad. But still standing, like unscathed, still is the guy who came out of the toilet. The toilet paper at his foot is burning, but he like stomps it out quickly. And the stormtrooper captain is like just staring, like, what the fuck?
Can I use the rest of my action to get up in his face? Or rest of my movement?
Which one, the captain or the guy with the toilet paper?
The captain. I want to get like within kissing distance.
You can easily do that with the captain.
Okay, I kind of sashay seductively towards him, and I cast, using my bonus action, I'm going to cast Ionic Bond.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Okay, I have to make an attack. Let's see, that's a 9 plus. I got so many tabs open. Let's see, 9 plus.
You and me both, brother.
7, so that's a 16 to hit.
A 16 just hits.
Great. Now that's gonna be a D8.
White.
Somebody was thinking about this game during our hiatus. That's 7 damage, Ion.
Why people
That's
stats is
7 damage.
Yeah.
Ion.
Yep.
Okay. You shoot this ion blast at his chest, and he just looks down, and he seems like he is significantly tougher than the other troopers. And he's just irritated more than anything. But this electricity is kind of like stemming from probably your gadget, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
my tool.
Your tool is shooting electricity kind of at his pelvis.
Yeah.
And
it's called biological lightning. Go on.
You just hear a little ping against his armor.
Like the sound of an erection, or the sound of like energy?
Be the judge.
Okay, I'll say a little bit of both.
It's a little bit of both, isn't it always? Okay. Sorry, I'm cleaning up this initiative. Temmergan, you are currently invisible. Keep in mind, you also have inspiration from the last session.
Oh, that carried over? Good.
Yes.
Please kill them all, Camergan.
I mean, I don't know. The Camergan just watched like this insanity happen. And I'm kind of curious. I mean, me, the player, I'm kind of curious if it would make more sense for the Camergan, because I'm stealth, to just go look for the prisoners.
Yeah, that's go for it. That's a good idea.
Because you guys are already kind of doing the murder dance thing. That would work well for us. So you're saying on the map.
I would never want to deprive you of your murder list.
Yeah. So you're saying on the map, number 8 is
number 8 is like the hatchway down to the lower level.
Okay. Well, clearly
it's
the prisoners...
currently closed.
Yeah. So I think the Camergan wants to see what's down the hatch.
Okay. I want you to roll me a stealth check with advantage.
Okay. Just give me a second.
Plus 10 for the stealth spell, right?
Yeah, smuggle.
Yes.
Plus 10 for the stealth.
Yep.
Spell. Okay. Well, that is a 25.
Okay. What is stealth? Is that
Dexterity?
Dexterity?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One of the troopers rolled a natural 20, but still does not seem to notice you.
Okay.
As you go and you just open this hatch like half a foot and slip under, whisper quiet, close it behind you. It seems like they're more distracted by the other things around you rather than you going down. You descend down into this lower portion of the ship. It's much bigger. It's probably about double the width of the top level. In the center of the room, there seem to be some crates. They're all standard square crates. And on either side, it looks like they were cargo bays that have been hastily converted into like prisoner holdings. To your right, in the very first cell, you see a humanoid. His face is like extremely fucked up. It's like his nose has been like kind of pushed up like a pig snout, but it also looks like it's been chewed off. His right eye looks like it's extremely damaged, and there's like weird flaps of skin all over his face. He's a horrifyingly ugly person. In the far back left corner, there's an Aqualish. They're kind of known as walrus men. He looks like, a humanoid with kind of a butt chin that seems to be some sort of mandible. He's got like deep black big eyes, and his skin is like this tan color, and he's other than that, you can tell his hands are kind of well, here's the fun thing about him is that actually there's no real here's another useless Star Wars fact of the day. No one actually knows if he's supposed to have humanoid hands or some sort of like Flipper-esque hand, because in the wide shots in the original Star Wars Episode 4, his hands were like flippery, and then in the close-ups they were humanoid hands. So
I have a photo from
Rogue One,
and it's humanish. Yeah, it's humanoid.
Okay, so we'll say that for the purposes, he has fairly humanoid-looking hands, but they're covered in fur.
Tell me more about these hands, though.
Roll me a handstigation check. Anyways, so you have found the 2 prisoners. All the other cells seem to be empty.
Okay, I think the Camergan is not going to get out of stealth yet. He's just going to observe them for a moment to see what they're like, as like the carnage continues up a. Yeah.
What kind of music do they listen to?
There's no music going on down here. Cornelius seems to be like picking at a scab at his arm, like very aggressively, but otherwise has not noticed that anything is amiss. And then Ponda Baba is like leaned against the side wall. Keep in mind that the front, these are not like what do you call it? Any sort of hollow or electro field gates. It's like actually metal bars, and it seems like he's been punching the ground near one of the bars. You notice, so it looks like he's been trying to just brute strength his way out of his cage. But right now, he seems to be like resting.
Interesting.
Might have something in common with you, Kemmergan.
No one has anything in common with Kemmergan.
No one alive.
Not anymore.
I'd say that's probably it for your turn then.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really, I don't see a reason to go into anything else. I guess like the Kemmergan will just be kind of on alert. I think I have like, I have the feet alert. Basically alert in case anyone else comes down here. I'm gonna keep them alive.
Okay. Valair, it's your turn. You're still on the ship, kind of hiding like by the doorway before the hatch. You've heard lots of gunfire, explosions.
Yeah.
So as far as you know, there's a terrible battle going on up ahead.
Yeah. No, Valair's face palmed, just like, all right. So I'm gonna roll stealth, and I'm basically gonna be doing what the Kemmergan did.
Okay.
Because I know these guys are going to be down in the cargo hold somewhere at the very least. So, yeah, I'm just going to stealth on down there.
Okay, so you're going to try and come up the ramp and then stealth around into this cargo hold, which, again, the door is closed. You're going to have to open it up.
Okay, yeah.
Give me a stealth check. I'm going to say it's a straight roll because you would have advantage from your whatever pass without a trace is. But I'm giving you disadvantage on top of that because they're looking into the center of the room where your comrades are fighting, like right by this hatch. So it's just a straight roll to try and get in.
Well,
the stealth is just a straight plus 10, not advantage.
Right.
Okay, then I'm actually going to give you disadvantage.
Cool. All right, so with disadvantage, that is a 24.
Okay,
My other roll is a natural 20.
Somehow you still manage to sneak around. You open the hatch, you go down. I'm now going to roll for the other guys that are down there. You manage to get past the stormtroopers fine, but as soon as you go down there, like the thing closes and you hear Cornelius go, "Who the hell are you?" And you look over and see this horrifying man that was previously described.
All right.
But tell us about his
To
hands.
get out of, yeah.
What did you say? I'm sorry, you guys talked over each other.
Sorry, what do his hands look like, though?
Shut up.
Yeah, I'm not going to justify that with a response.
Cornelius's hands?
Yes.
He could be a hand model. They're lotion to perfection despite his fucked up face, right?
His whole body is horrifying to behold except his lovely
You know,
hands.
actually, I should mention this. I mean, he does have very, like, nimble little hands, now that you ask about it. They're like, very fine. They seem like he knows how to use them.
Ooh.
I'm sorry that I'm an actual D&D player, guys. I asked the questions.
You know what? Chat actually has a good question. Parker Woodley asks, I wonder if oral sex with Ponda Baba, the Aqualish, feels like anal. It just
So I actually
Only one way to
have
find out.
thoughts on this. Because I don't think that the Aqualish talk like through the two butt cheeks.
It's more like
I
what,
actually
vibration
think,
or what?
No. I actually think that like the mouth is underneath. It's kind of like the butt cheeks are sort of like the upper lip that covers the lower lip completely. So the mouth is concealed.
Like a
But
ball sack mustache.
so if anything, it would be like oral sex that at the same time, like if someone just rubbed their ass on your penis, that's what it would feel like.
We call that a Tennessee goodbye.
All right, right, moving on, please.
Okay, so Cornelius has said, "Who the hell are you?"
Vlad should take it out of here. Maybe.
All right then, and he like gives you this terrifying smile. Is there anything else you want to do?
Not with his turn yet.
Okay.
Wait, does Blair know that the Kemmergan, like, is there? Also,
I would say no.
Probably
You're
not.
invisible.
I'd have to roll a natural 20 to hear something, and I wouldn't know for sure it's you.
okay, cool.
All right. Next is Jeter. Jeter, you're kind of you're the one facing the guy that just came out of the bathroom. He's kind of shaking. He looks really scared.
Yeah, they're all dead except this guy, right?
And the captain.
And the captain, which I haven't seen yet.
He's behind you.
Ah, okay. Well, I'm gonna shoot at this guy who's kind of the most troublesome looking. Am I within 5 feet of him? Is he like all up in
you
my
could
grill, or is there a distance?
No, there's a distance. He's
Okay.
like about 35 feet away.
I'll
from
just take a position like against the wall and fire once at him.
Okay.
He's gone, so I don't have advantage. But that's a 6. That's a 16. No, that's a 17 total. Does that hit?
That'll hit.
Okay, great. So that's 3d8. 14 energy damage, and he's got
Just enough. Just enough.
Nice.
He falls into the commode.
And if I flip to the other side, there's the captain.
You see the captain. He's like leaned against the door. He's standing tall still. He does not look intimidated. Between you and the captain is F1, and he seems to be shooting ion energy out of his gadget.
I'd like to think that I go ahead.
And I've kind of got my arm up like against the wall.
Yeah. I'd like to think that Jeter just locks eyes with him and goes, "I'm the captain now," and I'm gonna shoot a tracer bolt. I'll use one of my tech points to shoot a tracer bolt. It's just a normal attack, and if it hits, it does 46 energy damage.
Nice.
God damn it. 7, 8, 9. That's a 9, but I'm gonna use my whatever my little aptitude thing is.
You also have inspiration.
Oh, I have inspiration. I'll burn it right now. Hopefully get better. That's better. So that's a 21.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit.
Okay, so that's
We just lost Bergen, by the way.
okay.
It looks like.
I'll figure out.
He'll be back and in greater numbers.
5, 10. Wow. Oh my god. I got straight 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20 energy damage.
Wow.
Nice.
You shoot a very solid blast at him. But he does not look bloodied. He looks like he's still standing proud.
I've done 2 attacks, right?
Yes.
I think that's all I can do. I haven't used my bonus. Oh, I guess no. I haven't used my bonus action. I will. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. Next is the trooper captain. What he's going to do is first he's gonna hit F1 with the stock of his rifle. He rolls a 12, which I know misses. He's gonna try and do it a second time. God damn it! I rolled a natural too. There's no way that's gonna hit. So F1 manages to he's electrifying him, and he's like just going for this. But he's F1 leans back in like a very seductive motion and continues to electrocute him, and it takes the guy by surprise. Speaking of which, welcome back, F1. It is now your turn. The captain has tried to hit you twice with the stock of his gun, but he has missed.
I've dealt him some damage, so fuck him up.
He's playing himself a damn fool. What I'm gonna do is use the lightsaber. I'm gonna ignite the lightsaber right in his face.
Do you have proficiency with lightsabers?
I do not.
Okay, so
Wait.
you're going to roll your attack, but you are not going to add your proficiency bonus.
Okay, that's fine. Wait, what would it be? It'd be. No, I don't have anything. Okay.
He's gonna cut his own feather
that's-
boa off accidentally.
God damn it! It's just a 6.
Okay, I'm gonna say that you like aim this lightsaber at his face, and you click a button, and instead of igniting because this is a dual-ended lightsaber, the thing rotates around your hand but does not ignite.
So it just spins.
And
It just spins.
I'll say, let that be a lesson to you, and then I'll blast him with my ionic bond.
Okay, roll the damage for that.
5.
Okay, 5 points of damage. He's still looking pretty good, guys. Kemmergan, downstairs.
Oh, wait. I last turn I forgot. Mr. Bojangles is also with me.
Oh my god. So guys, I'm so sorry. The whole point of Tracer Bolt beyond 46 energy damage is that the next attack has advantage on this person. On the,
Oh,
the
okay.
next person that attacks him.
Roll again for your lightsaber.
Ooh, that's an 18, baby.
Yeah.
Okay. 18 does hit.
It spins around
And then one of the blades, like accidentally, you click the button quickly, and one of the blades slashes him in the face. Roll your damage.
It's a D8, right?
Yep.
Oh, that's an 8.
Oh yeah, maximum damage. Plus your Dex modifier.
Do I?
You can add it even though you're not proficient.
For the smuggle, I get a +10 to Dex, but does that only apply to stealth?
But that's only to stealth rolls. It is not to your attack.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's 9 damage total.
It's 9 damage.
9 damage.
Are we seeing the birth of the first droid Jedi?
Let's not get carried away.
I hear the music of The Force Awakens as Poe or as Finn takes the
F1. It's F1 Skywalker.
So we're gonna set this up with F1 and then never talk about it again. Do that.
And then Mr. Bojangles is gonna shoot.
As F1 descends beneath the sand, he goes, "Cheater! I'm." And then we never talk about it again. Guys, the sequel trilogy for Blasters and Bastards is just going to be terrible.
It's going to be watered down.
By design.
We're going to ignore all of the original Bastards. They're going to only appear like separately for like minutes at a time. Never interact.
Extended cameos with lots of meaningful looks.
Yes. We're going to wipe F1's memory, and then he's going to get it back in 2 minutes.
And then our climactic fight's just going to be shooting lightning at each other until, like, someone gives up.
One lightsaber isn't good, but 2 is.
It writes itself.
Like poetry.
It rhymes.
Mr. Bojangles is going to make an attack now.
Okay.
I'll say Gonky couldn't get up the stairs, but
of course he can't.
That's a 17 plus 4. That's a 21, if I'm not mistaken.
Bojangles actually doing something.
The mechanical monkey wonder.
That's 5 damage.
Wow, all right. Super. Next is the Kemmergan.
Okay, so Valere has just come down the stairs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And did they give a reaction, Ponda Baba or...
Ponda Baba has said nothing, but Cornelius Evazon has spoken with Valere, and Valere basically told him that he's their ride out of there, hopefully.
Okay. Sorry, I was getting work text messages.
Work can wait. D&D is more important.
Man, I've been trying to get my accountant on the phone for weeks. You say that, but shit happens.
You are the accountant, or you were the accountant.
May he live forever. Interesting. Well, I don't really know what there is for me to do. I mean, I guess I could reveal myself, but like Valere's kind of got that covered. I kind of feel like, the Kemmergan could kind of pass on his turn and just wait.
You said there's another stormtrooper down here, right?
Is there a stormtrooper down?
There is not a stormtrooper.
No, okay.
I mean, start working on breaking them out, Kemmergan.
Yeah, and just
I don't know, but see, here's the thing though. I don't know if it's a good idea to break them out if they would actually be allies to us yet or not in this situation.
I actually think you're right about that.
Right?
I'm a little worried about them being real pieces of shit.
Yeah, I would say the Kemmergan kind of has his vial of acid from Brax, like, ready to go to melt these bars in case, but, I don't really... I guess he's still kind of waiting for the noise upstairs to, like, die down
Okay.
Look,
before making
all
a
I
move
can
on this.
say, when you expose yourself in public, you get on a list. It's a whole big thing. So maybe you should weigh your
Yeah.
options and wait.
Right, but so, like, the thing is like, is there any benefit to, like, saving my action? Does that, like...
No, I mean, you can hold
anything?
your action and say, like, if X happens, you're going to do something else. But if it's just opening up the cages, I don't know what you'd hold your action for. Like, if the trooper came downstairs, or...
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna hold my action in case anyone attacks Blair,
Okay, got
whether
it.
it's the prisoners or anyone else.
Got it. So, what is your action going to be if someone attacks Blair?
I'm gonna throw the vial of acid at them.
Okay, copy that. Blair, it is now your turn.
All right. At this point, I'm going to step out of the shadows so I can just talk to them a little bit more directly.
Mm-hmm.
Blair has a job for you. Blair wants to get into the Imperial Vault. Each of us split the loot accordingly. Blair's got a way in. In exchange, well, Blair needs your help.
Cornelius looks at you and he, like, smiles this really sinister smile and he goes, "You're Maxia's man.
Blair is.
Baba can get you in. Baba can get into anywhere. He's got the plans in our personals," and he, like, nods over at the crates in the center of the room.
Baba can get in anywhere, but he seems to be having trouble getting out. Thankfully, Blair's got just the thing for him. I'm going to slide him my fusion cutter through the bars as I go
To
over
Cornelius or to Ponda Baba?
to Ponda Baba.
Okay, super. You slide over the fusion cutter. He looks down, picks it up, and immediately starts slicing through the bars. He gets about a quarter of the way.
All right.
All right, very good. Next is going to be Jeter's turn.
I will continue to engage this dude and shoot him in the face.
Shoot him in the face.
Tried and trusted. Does an 11 hit?
11 does not hit.
Okay, I shoot wide. I'm going to try again. That's better. 16 plus 7.
16 plus 7 will hit.
Can I ask a question? I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
16 energy damage.
Wow, okay.
And
he is
if he's
bloody.
alive, he needs to make a dex save.
He is alive. He will make a dex save. What is your question?
Is there no pilot to this shuttle?
They are in the cockpit, which this captain locked behind them.
Right, so they wouldn't have done any, like, evasive maneuvers, broken away from the gangplank, any of that shit, when they heard everyone in their back get, like, murdered?
So here's the thing: is number one, that's not really how docking works. Because
I mean, it would
it's kind of a
I
two-way
feel like
ticket.
it'd screw them up just as much as it would screw us up if they tried to.
Sure,
That's
sure,
number
sure.
one. Number two, they're locked in and they're assuming that,
The
12
plus, yeah.
stormtroopers can take care of the job.
Okay.
And then they'll leave with an extra ship. And number three, you're in a asteroid field, so they are also working on avoiding asteroids.
Okay, I thought I'd just ask.
Thank you. I appreciate thinking that.
Keeping
I
our
don't
JM
know.
honest.
No,
Yeah.
no. It's
Keep
not
me
a,
honest.
It's
Keep
not a
me honest,
comment on you.
Yeah, I mean, if you'd like, I could fuck you over harder. I could say that they're gonna try and hit the ship into an asteroid. If that's what you'd like.
Let's do it.
I mean,
Hell
Do it, you coward. You
I
won't.
mean, honestly, like, Spencer, I always defer to your judgment. It was a shower thought eventually, right? I was just like, huh, what's
He
going
rolls-
on with that?
He rolls a dex save of 14. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, 14.
Look, as a Jorts master, Spencer has a lot of things going on in his head.
Yes, I am the master of the jorts.
Oh my God.
14. What does that mean, Jeter? Does he save?
Oh shit. No, he does save. He does save.
Okay.
The DC's 13, I think.
Does anything happen or no?
No, he doesn't fall prone.
Oh, super. That is great news for him. It is now his turn. What he's going to do is first he's going to throw a grenade by Jeter's feet, which is going to go off and hit both you and F1. So why don't you guys give me you two and Bojangles, give me a dexterity saving throw. DC 12.
Dexterity. Both fails for me.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so I rolled a 9 plus 3, but
So that's 12.
That's 12, but I have Defiant. Once per short rest, I can add a D4, and I'm going to do that.
Well, the DC was 12.
Oh, never mind. I didn't
So
hear
you save.
Okay.
All right, so Jeter, you'll take 3 damage. Bojangles and F1, you both take 6, the full amount. How's Bojangles looking?
6 damage, you said?
Yes.
23 out of 29.
Okay, so he's still looking all right. You also need to make me a Constitution check, F1. See if you held your bionic bond.
Oh, that's right. Okay. And it's con?
Yes. Con saving throw.
That is a 21.
Okay, you save, you continue your ionic bond. He is now going to try and hit you one more time with the stock of his gun. He rolls a 16. Does that hit?
Yes, it does.
Make me another con saving throw. And take 3 points of damage.
I think a 4 plus... Oh, is it a saving throw, you said?
Yes.
9.
9, you fail. Your ionic bond is now broken.
And I'm sorry, tell me the damage again.
And you also take 3 damage.
Copy that.
By the way, I have not been keeping track of your damage in Improved Initiative. I'm sorry, guys.
This one's...
I don't
Cheater,
see any
what are you at?
I guess I don't see any troopers or any enemies in the Improved Initiative, but
You should see the trooper captain.
yeah, it's,
No?
I think like the link is just not working. I don't know if you could send it to me one more time.
Okay.
Just hit refresh.
Yeah,
I've been having to
did.
refresh it every
yeah,
now
that's
and
what I
then.
did, and it's still not really doing
Oh.
it.
I'm going to send it to...
Or Gmail if you can.
Oh, I was
We
going to
lost-
send it to the chat.
No, because it's a pain in the butt for me. I still have to grab it, and I guess you're right. So the chat can watch. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't have our chat open on my laptop, so I'm sending the Improved Initiative link to our Hangouts. If someone could send it to the chat, that'd be super.
I'll do that right now.
Cool.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right, so your ionic bond ends, and he looks like he's feeling some relief. It is now your turn, F1.
I am bloodied but unbowed. I am going to...
Oh, there he is.
Yep.
Do I take disadvantage for... I take all disadvantage for, like, blasters of any kind, right? At this range?
Yes.
Okay. I'll swing the lightsaber down again, then.
Okay.
Fuck.
If you want to use your bonus attack and do the double-ended thing, you certainly could.
Let the hate flow, F1.
No, F1's a team player. I get a 6 plus, I guess, nothing, right?
Yeah, you're gonna miss.
Okay. I miss. Bonus action, or yeah, I'm gonna use potent aptitude on cheater.
Nice.
So I think that's a D8.
Okay, good to know.
Let me check really quick. Sorry about that. D8, and then Mr. Bojangles is gonna go.
Okay.
Firing that shotgun. 18 plus.
That hits. Bojangles is
Okay.
rolling well for once.
Yeah, I know. We both had a pretty good run this episode.
Yeah.
That's 6 damage.
Okay. He's looking pretty worse for wear, this trooper. Let's go down below below deck. Kemmergan, what are you up to? Just hiding out invisible, seeing what happens? You have seen that Valair kicked over the vibro cutter to get Ponda Baba out of his cell.
Right. What is Cornelius doing while Ponda Baba's doing that?
He's like up against the bars, like leaning out of them, trying to talk to Valair.
I see. Well, I don't know. I mean, like, I'm in such perfect stealth. It's like hard to be like I'm like, I don't know if I trust these people yet. But I mean, you know, if I help him out of the bars, I mean, I guess I want to look around. Is there like a switch or something that would open the bars instead of like burning through this fusion cutter in an enclosed space that would be very bright and hot?
Just roll me a quick investigation check. The DC's low.
I think the Kemmergan is PTSD.
Yes. I think that Gerald the player might have PTSD.
I mean, yeah. Oh, well, I rolled a natural 1.
Oh.
You look around and you're like, it seems like the best way to do this is just cut through the bars.
Cool. Well, I guess since maybe the Kemmergan would have gotten impatient, I guess I'd like to throw a vial of acid at the bars that hold Dr. Cornelius, because, you know, he basically said that Ponda Baba was the one who could get them in. He never said anything about himself. So this would just speed this up.
Okay, so I want you to be very clear with me. When you're throwing this acid at the bars, where are you hitting? Because as I just said, he is leaning through these bars talking to Valair.
I think the thing that would make the most sense is to throw it kind of at his feet, where the joints of the bars are in the bottom of the deck.
Gotcha. All right.
Right?
Roll
because there's still some stuff between us and outer space, right?
Roll an acrobatics check. Yes, is some stuff, as far as you know, between you and outer space. This is an alien acid.
It's not going to burn through all the...
Also worth noting that will drop your stealth field.
Yeah, but fuck it, man. I've done like 5 rounds or whatever without doing anything. So you said acrobatics check?
Yeah.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay, nice. I'd say you easily hit the bottom of the bars, which start like corroding away slowly, without managing to hit his feet, and you kind of drop the stealth, and Cornelius looks at you and goes, "Who the hell is this then?"
The Kemmergan bows and says, "The Kemmergan."
And he looks over at Valair and he's like, "One of yours?"
Valair's got a bit of a crew already.
All right. Let's get to it then. I'd say at this point, Ponda Baba's almost all the way through his bars. Valair, are you doing anything else to assist getting out?
No, I'm just going to go over and get to their crate and try to start opening that.
Okay, I'd say you don't even need to roll. With the whole action, you're going to be able to open the crate and get out their personal effects. Seems like some sort of blasters, and there seems to be like hollow discs and things like that.
The basics.
Some clothing that isn't, prison clothing.
A crate, you say, and the corners are...
I already mentioned that this is a normal square crate. All right. Jeter, there's this trooper in front of you. He's looking pretty bad, this captain.
And right now, F1 has that lightsaber going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna run next to F1. I'm gonna say, "Toss it to me, F1."
I shake my head slowly.
You son of a bitch!
No, I throw it.
I'll grab it, and because I do have proficiency with lightsabers, I will use it.
Oh shit! All right, roll to attack.
Is it a strength check, or is it like am I using my strength or my dex?
I think this is a finesse weapon, so you can use your dex.
I can use my dex. That's great.
Yes.
So that's
It's a more civilized weapon.
A total of 16.
16 is just enough.
Nice. So it's 1d8.
Mm-hmm.
10 energy damage.
Okay. Let's see if you can hit him with the backswing. He's looking pretty bad.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. A 16 again. I rolled another 10.
Perfect.
Here we go. 7 energy damage.
With a 7 energy damage, you slice into this guy. You go right below his shoulders, and you cut him clear in half. He starts to fall over. The pauldron goes over his neck, and it flops down and lands on your shoulder. And you're now wearing the captain pauldron.
Jeter definitely looks back at F1 and winks. And then
With
turns
that,
off the sabers.
all of the troopers in this room, as far as you can tell, are dead. And I think this is a good time to take a quick break.
Nice.
Cool.
All right. We will be on break. We'll be back in like 5.
That's to me.
Hopefully gonna be buying a TIG welder soon, so just gotta learn how to
We are
weld a
back,
chassis.
boys. We are live.
We are live.
Don't say
I am
anything
not
you
a
wouldn't say to
cat.
your
I am
mothers.
here live. So the dust settles. The troopers all seem to be dead in this room. In the bottom, the acid finishes corroding the bottom of the bars. Cornelius manages to get out. Panda Baba also gets through his bars, and he is also out. And Cornelius is like, "All right, are we ready to go kill them?" And he gets into his crate and pulls out his gun.
Blair thinks you might be a little late for that.
All right,
speaking
then.
of, the one stormtrooper you do see upstairs, don't shoot it. He's one of ours.
What does he look like? Just standard stormtrooper?
Yep.
All right, I'll do my best to not shoot him. And he holsters his weapon. Panda Baba takes out a significantly larger weapon and like shoves it over his shoulder, and he starts like making some weird guttural sounds. You see his butt chin seem to move a little bit. He says, "Thank you."
All right. Well,
I like you too.
right. Right this way.
Let us go.
Yeah, Blair's gonna lead him on up.
You guys,
Cameron will take the rear.
You climb up to the top, and you get to the top of the stairs, and you see that there is one stormtrooper left, along with F1, and it is wearing the pauldron. And Cornelius immediately takes out his blaster and points at him and he goes, "How do I know you're the same trooper?"
I'm gonna pull my mask off and be like, "Jesus, he's ugly."
You're no looker either, old man.
Fair enough. F1, open this bloody captain's door.
Well, if I must, and I start up to the control panel.
Okay, roll the technology check to open the door.
Okay. Oh, damn. Technology, that's a 14 plus 7, 21. Is that enough?
Surprisingly enough, it is not.
It's not?
It's not. He rolled really well when he walked to the door.
Wow.
You hear some whirring, some clicks, and then the intercom comes over from the other side, and you hear, "What's going on in there?"
Use the lightsaber.
I assume you looked up our call number when we boarded, correct?
I don't think that matters much now.
Well, I think it does. We're on a highly specialized mission, and do you know what a mole is? That mole's whatever backwater planet you came from, son.
Jeter's
No,
also
we
just
don't
like
have moles.
face palming right now. Like, why?
I
does
do
this
know that
robot
you
think this
just
is a good
killed
idea?
12 of my men.
Look, son, they're not your men. You've been piloting and harboring 12 members of a Splinter Cell group called the Setting Sun. And if you want your job, you're going to let us in, and we're going to take control of this whole situation.
Jeter leans against the door and is just like listening to F1.
Okay, roll a deception with disadvantage.
Do they have a camera feed of what's going on back there?
Yes, they do. Like a little like droid head looks down at what's going on at you. It's like looking around.
I give a thumbs up to the droid head, and I say, dirty 20.
Okay, he rolled a 27, so he's going to go ahead and say that you're definitely bluffing.
All right, I can tell it's not working. I will turn the lightsaber on and start.
That's fine.
I saw someone I loved once do this, and
you start cutting through the door. Within 12 seconds, the like hole is there, and you just push it through. And on the other side, you see 2 scout troopers and 2 like Imperial pilots, the ones that wear the black helmets. And the pilots just put their hands up in the air. The scout troopers look at each other, and one of them runs over from the left side to the right side, and they, unless anyone's going to do anything,
I mean, I'm shooting anybody that moves.
Okay, I'm going to give you a surprise round to try and hit him.
Okay. Technically, he hasn't gone in initiative. Do I get advantage?
Yes.
Okay. Good, because that's a 17 plus 7. And
Okay.
I'm going to deal 3d8. 13 energy damage.
He falls to the ground dead as he runs across. He's like diving when he falls. The other one dives into an escape hatch, locks the door, and it just jets out.
Oh,
and that one's
great.
gone.
Oh, that wasn't so bad.
The 2 Navy pilots still have their hands up.
Look, open the doors. Open the doors, and we won't kill you.
The door's already open. There's a hole in the middle of the door.
Yeah.
Oh, can we get through it? I thought it was just like.
Oh yeah, you can easily climb through.
I'll take that lightsaber, please. It's mine.
Aren't you the least bit impressed that I was able to use it better than you?
Okay, then give me the lightsaber that you had back.
You want to learn where I learned how to use a thing like this?
Okay. That's
from the only woman I ever loved.
And then you murdered her.
Was Vanya.
Vanya, yes, just like look.
After he says I murdered her, I'll turn it off and hand it to him.
So go for it.
I was gonna say while they have their little lovers tiff, the Kemergan kind of squeezes between them to the 2 pilots and says, "I take your ship."
Yeah, go ahead.
You work for me now.
No, we can't do that. Just let us go.
You don't want to upset the little man. You wouldn't like it when he gets angry.
Was he turn green?
Can I attack that one?
Sure. Yeah, you attack the one that says does he turn green?
Yeah.
Roll to attack.
He actually does turn green.
He turns all sorts of colors.
So that is dirty 22.
Oh, that's gonna hit
with my vibro mace.
Nice.
Okay, let me find the right die. Okay. So just give me a second. Math is hard.
So am I.
So that's a 12.
He instantly dies, and the other one like he like knocks off his helmet, and it's this like young, maybe 15, 16-year-old kid. He's got light blonde hair, brown eyes. He looks terrified. He's like, "Please don't kill me. I just want to go home to my mom."
You work for me now.
No, please, seriously, I'll drop out of the army. I just want to go home.
I don't think you're listening, young man.
Can you fly this ship?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just the co-pilot, but I can do it.
Oh, fuck, you killed the pilot.
How'd you like to be a bastard?
I could try, sir.
Well, that's the spirit.
Great. You work for us now.
Wait. What's your name, son? Surely you have a name.
Surely I have a name. My name is Assistant Captain Fauci.
Well, put your mask back on and let's get on with it then.
He puts on the helmet and he's like, "Right then, sir."
So then I guess the Kemergan turns to the team and is like, "This should help with the heist, yes? Yes?"
I think the Kimmigan's got the right idea, right, Valer?
If I
Sure.
Assistant Captain whatever Fauci, how would you like to go home to your mother? a rich, wealthy, and very prosperous individual.
I like the part where I go home to my mother.
Well, excellent. How?
And all
I mean,
you
you
have
could-
to do is just betray the Empire. That's it.
He's just got this mask on that's like staring on like no emotions coming out of the mask. He goes, "Yes, just betray the Empire."
Yeah.
No,
Just
no
a
big
small
deal.
treason.
Look,
Just a
we're
small treason.
we're the most wanted people in the whole galaxy at this moment by
He
tons of
points
people.
over your shoulder at the two like men behind you. He goes, "They're wanted men in 5 systems."
Have to be 6.
Yeah.
I think now it is 6.
I think we're
Let's
actually.
chit chat with more body clearing. You work for us now, so let's get these bodies off and get going.
Oh, what are we
Off
going to
the
do
ship.
about the ship? Who's going back on the Lucky Crest?
Well, the Kemmergan wants to stay on this ship with this pilot just to keep him in line.
Sure. I mean, Blair's going to go back to the Lucky Crest with our 2 new buddies, and we're going to get settled in there.
All right. So how about we find a place to land these 2 ships, and we can figure out what to do next? Yes.
Sounds good.
We could go back to our orphanarium, right?
What about landing on one of these meteors, these asteroids that are nearby?
Oh,
Let's see what
I
we
don't
got in
know
the
that
area.
I'm a strong enough pilot to do that, sir.
Don't worry, we've got plenty of good pilots, son.
I
I'm
think,
going to check an astromap and see what systems are around where we're at specifically.
You check the map, and it seems like you're within a 1-day trip to Lethal, which you know is definitely in Imperial control. They just built some sort of new facility there. But you do have 2 Imperial ships, as far as anyone's concerned.
What about going
how
back
far are
to
we
the,
from the orphanarium?
Yeah.
The orphanarium, I believe, is kind of a ways away.
What's a few weeks of light travel?
How far are we away from the vault?
Okay, so that is near Sun Tool.
I do have a map of the Sun Tool layer, by the way.
You do have a map of a Sun Tool lair. It is up to you guys if you want to.
I'll always defer to our blushing leader, Blair.
Oh, Blair. Right. Okay.
There's some issues with my Astrotech
I mean,
right now. So.
Look, this is what we have to think about. We have our quarry, but now everyone in the bloody galaxy's on our ass. We need to do this job quick.
Right. What do we know about Lethal? Would it be safe to go there? Is it a heavy Imperial presence?
It is an extremely heavy Imperial
It'll be a
presence, as
risk,
far as
yeah.
you know.
Okay. But then the vault's on Coruscant.
Is it on Coruscant?
You do not have that information that the vault is on Coruscant.
Okay. I must have assumed it at some point. Do we know where it's at?
Let's land on an asteroid. It'll be fun.
You do know that Lethal is probably a day and a half from Moncala as well. You could go back there, but you also know they have a heavy Imperial presence.
Why does no one ever listen to me?
I'm not sure what we get out of landing on an asteroid versus just
We can
staying
take our
bridged
time.
together
There's
here.
no one around.
We can do that right now. We're just floating in space.
It's true.
I mean, we'll get ourselves out of the asteroid field, and then we'll be fine.
Will someone make a bloody decision?
All right, maybe that's it.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's rendezvous somewhere outside the asteroid belt.
Yeah, we'll just fly ourselves out of there, and then we'll reconnect and rebridge.
Yeah, Kemmergan will go with Pimples Fauci, and then you guys go with together, and we'll meet up there.
I think, Valer, you should go on this this shuttle, and Brax will fly the Lucky Crest.
All right. Seems like a good plan.
All right.
I'll go back on the Lucky Crest.
Yep, I will too.
Okay, so is it just Kemmergan and Pimples Fauci
And Vlaire.
in?
Yeah.
and Blair are
I'm
going
gonna
to
help
stay on this ship.
Wait, I thought
Yep.
Blair was going back to pilot the other ship, or is
I
no.
thought about it, but I'm gonna help Pimples get out because we got Brax on the other ship.
Okay.
Braxton's got it handled.
And Lucky 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We'll see
Okay,
you there.
so you guys, where are you guys flying? I'm sorry, I missed it.
Just out of the asteroid field, and then we're gonna bridge again. Just this way, we're not looking at getting hit by all these asteroids as we're
Just give me
walking between the ships.
just give me a light piloting check.
All right, that's a 10.
Okay, that's what Brax rolled. You guys have no problem getting out. It does take you the better part of an hour. Brax is asking a lot of questions. I'm sure you guys are kind of filling her in on what's happened. In the meantime, Pimples Fauci is saying nothing. You hear some silent sobs, but otherwise, he seems fine.
I want to. Oh shit! I'm not on that.
Where did we get Pimples from? Who said that?
I said that. I think it's because he's basically doing the voice from The Simpsons.
That's exactly what I'm doing. Thank you.
Can I hail the? I guess the unlucky crest. I want to hail the unlucky crest, and I'm gonna say, hey, Pimples. What kind of benefits are you getting with the Empire?
He you just hear a light sniffle, and he explains that what he's getting, and all things considered seems to be getting paid well enough. He's got full medical, which is surprising, but they have a high what's the word, copay. Their copay is very expensive. He's making more than most people who are say farmers or retailers or something would make, so he's doing pretty well. What you have to understand, and this is just a greater understanding of the Empire at large. People love to joke about how the troopers are like these terrible shots and all this, but actually to become an Imperial Stormtrooper was incredibly difficult. They'd only take maybe 20 people out of every million people would qualify to become Stormtroopers. So they actually are high up in as far as military command is concerned. That's my whole thing. You got to understand that Pimples probably is not a great shot, but he is probably an excellent pilot.
Listen, Pimples. How does no copay, a share of the loot, at least 1,000 times more than you're getting right now, and total security? How would you join our crew? I don't understand. Look,
I already said I'd work for you. What are you trying to convince me of?
I don't want you to work for us. I want you to work with us.
It seems like you guys just work for yourselves.
And how would you like to be self-employed? Look how well it's done for us. And I kind of shimmy my feather boa.
He can't.
He takes off his helmet and he looks over at Valaire's unblinking eyes, and off of the mic just goes, "Can you please make him stop?"
If Vlad knew how to do that, we wouldn't be in this situation.
I'll consider it, sir. Just give me some time to think over your very generous offer.
Look, if you don't want to join, I mean, are we gonna kill him? I say kind of off mic, but he can still hear us. Cheater, what do you think? Are we gonna kill him if he?
I have to admit, F1, you surprise me every day with something new. Not everyone's cut out to be a bastard.
Oh, that's true. But look, I mean, obviously he has considerable skills. I mean, and he has a motive not to be murdered. I think he could help us out.
Well, I'm sure if he has enough fun, he'll decide to stay.
Blair's not so sure. Blair's not a big fan of murdering teenagers. Now, Blair also understands that if we were to let him go, well, the Empire's, I think we all know the Empire's policy on traitors, no matter their age, or innocent civilians for that matter.
Always Blair's the moral compass of the group.
I'm just saying.
Silent
Oh,
sobs
oh.
continue.
I mean, I feel like we're mostly all just having this conversation just to spook the shit out of.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Look, and if he agrees, wealthy beyond his wildest dreams. He does one job, he's out. He promises, he's good. He doesn't. He quits the empire. I think everyone wins.
Yeah, well, let's let him think about it. Let's go discuss our plan over in the mess hall.
Can I send a DM to Valere? Is he shaking? Is he peeing his pants?
Is he?
Roll perception.
Say 16.
Okay, so with a 16, what you can tell is he's wearing these black gloves, so you can't actually see that his knuckles are white, but he is gripping this steering wheel with all of his might, and you do hear the silent sobs, so he does seem pretty shaken.
All right.
Hmm.
I'm gonna text, I guess, back. Let's lay off him for a second.
The last thing you hear, Blair, is after you send that message, he looks down at his compatriot, the actual pilot, who's dead at his feet. No one's even bothered to move this body.
Right.
And you just hear him really quietly whisper, "You were the lucky one."
Meanwhile, over the loudspeakers, I'm just singing a sea shanty.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys get out of danger and you're able to dock back up. Valera, you're completely in control of the docking, along with Brax. I'd say you guys do it easily. And Pimples, takes off his helmet. He's like, "Permission to go to the commode?"
Denied.
The Kemmergan looks at him and says, "You already did."
He's like, "That's why I want to go."
Wait, guys. Let's have a bastard huddle. There's communicators on the suit, right? Should we strip them and give them some civilian clothes? Like what?
Communicators aren't going to be too terribly long range.
I'm just worried.
Let the bastard piss in peace.
I stand.
The Kemmergan will go with him.
I like that. That makes it make eye contact.
I'm travel size. Yeah, and I'll just be sitting there wiping the blood off my mace.
It's a 5x5 room, sir. Please let me have this one.
I'm gonna stand on the tank of the toilet, so I'm kind of eye level with him while he goes.
And as he's standing there,
not increased. No,
absolutely. He looks at you dead in the eye, without his helmet, and he goes, "Sir, trust goes both ways. Please let me use the bathroom in private."
Just let him piss.
Wait, okay. I will say, you've seen what we did to your friends. Go ahead.
If this is the way he's being treated, he's working for us, not with us. You promised he could work with us, right?
And that's fair. But we had an original member of the crew who we murdered so mercilessly because they basically tried to betray us. So just keep that in mind. Welcome to the team,
sir.
baby.
Yeah, I mean, the Kemmergan's just going to still stare at him.
He's like, "Sir, it's plops."
All right.
What?
I need to make bantha fodder.
Bantha.
All right.
I mean, that's the perfect massage position if he's going to be, seated where the Kemmergan is. Just saying.
Okay, the Kemmergan does not leave. He sits down and strains through a poop. Meanwhile, in the rest of the ship.
Oh God.
Ponda Baba pulls out this disc, and it brings up a map of a military installation. I will send it to you next time. I feel like we are not going to have time to actually begin the actual heist, but basically it's a very large military installation, and he's just talking this guttural nonsense, and Evazon's like, "I guess I'll translate. He's basically what he's saying is the vault's here in the middle, and over here there's probably going to be some sort of enemy. He has a plan that has to do with pulling levers. If everyone pulls levers, it'll keep the monster down, easier to fight him. Here's where the waste facility is, and if you look over here, it's a training facility. And he's like just really going to town talking about all this nonsense in this base.
Vlad, did he say monster?
Right, and the levers. What kind of monster?
What kind of monster are you saying? And he's like, and he's like, I honestly don't know what he's talking about. I don't know that Aqualish word, so he just says it's big. It's kind of like of this thing. I'd assume maybe a rancor, maybe bigger, maybe smaller. I don't. And he's like, starts like speaking back in like some form of Aqualish, you assume, and they're grunting at each other. And he's like, not a rancor. He says mean. I understood mean and monster. Not sure what it is.
And how tender of a
wait,
creature
wait, Bergen. Is that that other protocol droid there, making sure that they're having a legit conversation?
This I would assume is all actually taking place since everyone's been talking on the Lambda class. I think everything's there.
Oh, okay.
Right?
So we're not back on the Lucky Crest yet, or they're
No,
not?
I figured everyone came over to the Lambda class based on the fact that you guys were all terrorizing this poor kid.
That's a great idea, though.
Well, is that fair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's fair.
I mean, this is the Kemmergan ship now.
We should totally
far
turn
as he's
to
concerned.
the protocol droid and say, well, what does Ponda Baba mean? What kind of creature is it?
Are you asking me to translate this creature's dialect?
Yes, he speaks Aqualish, shouldn't you?
Please,
I do.
if you want to, you have your own choices now.
Oh my god.
I don't think I will. And she just walks away.
What have you been giving them that kind of permission, F1? God damn it.
Look, wait. Let's be honest for a second. I've saved your ass more times than anyone can count, really.
Really? That's where you're going to take this. Is saying two more.
That came from experiences and decisions, cognizance, which comes from, these small learning blocks. So if we give her these choices now, she could become a more dependable member of the crew, add more things to our repertoire.
You've clearly never been in an army.
I say memory wipe.
Let's hold off on the murder.
Thank you.
Noted. Huge development with Blair. Evidently, he looks at memory wipes as murder.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Blair, I go and I put my hand on his shoulder again. I say, "Here's a secret photo I kept from you, and it's not a great angle of you. Your butt's kind of sticking out during the ritual, but like you look plump. Is what I'm trying to say."
All right. Thanks.
Big thumbs up.
Anyway, Blair's just getting to be more conscious of how many enemies we're gathering literally every time we stop.
The Kemmergan nods at that wisdom.
Just keeps us on our feet. I don't think it's so bad.
Ponda Baba is now like holding up one of the stormtrooper helmets, and he's like, and he's pointing at the one of the areas, and Evazon's like, he says this is a mess hall. He says if we wear the helmets, we'll fit in very well. He likes the food there.
All right.
Right.
So we're gonna
That'll
sneak
work.
in.
Yeah, that'll work for the bigger people.
The Kemmergan asks,
Parker.
where is the vault?
I said it's in the middle.
Of what?
What system?
The facility. Look at the map, dumbass.
What system? Where are we going? What planet?
This is on E2. You never had it?
Edu.
E2?
I've heard of
EADU. Edu.
I feel like Sergio the player has heard of Edu, but I don't know what it is.
I'm sure most of our players should have heard of Edu.
Yeah. Weren't we there?
No, you guys have not been to Edu personally yet. He's like, Edu's a terrifying place. Tons of Imperials. Storms 24/7. Needles of
Rogue One.
stone. Terrifying place to fly through. But we're gonna do it.
Well, I'm rust proof, so I feel. Let's do it. Let's go. Why not?
I mean,
Right.
Sure.
We've got this. We've got the plans. We got our code breakers. Blair's feeling pretty confident about this.
Can I bang on the bathroom door? Hey, Pimples, are you okay?
I really don't like how this little man is staring at me.
Look, if you're gonna be part of the crew, you're gonna be treated like one. And Cameron, or everybody, I guess we should put it to a vote. What do you? I think Pimples is he's got a lot of je ne sais quoi about him.
God. I mean, I at least vote that Pimples be allowed to take a shit by himself.
Okay, agreed. Second.
Third.
3-2 so far.
Fourth.
Okay.
All right, Kemigan. Next time, let him take a shit by himself.
As long as he keeps
Cornelius,
the door open.
Like, Kemmergan walks out and Cornelius comes down. He, like, crouches down next to you and he goes, "Don't worry, little friend. If he does anything out of sorts, we'll make sure that he pisses backwards."
I like him. Let's keep him around.
The Kemmergan looks at Dr. Cornelius and's like, "What's with your face?"
Oh, you like it? One of my early experiments. Trying to make an all-seeing eye. And he blinks his left eye, not the one that's all fucked up. The fucked up one, it never blinks. And he's like, "Didn't go so well. You should see the other guy."
Okay.
Yes, I am. I'm a surgeon of sorts. And he goes into his personal effects and he unrolls like what would normally hold, like paintbrushes or colored pencils or something. And it is just filled with different length, thicknesses, like sharpnesses of scalpels. And then a couple like vibro cutters. One seems to be serrated. He's got a whole assortment of different tools for hacking and slashing people up.
Okay.
Maybe Kemigan should keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
Pimples, are you done?
He's like, almost.
I'm gonna give. I'm gonna
Give
walk
him
over to the
potent
door.
aptitude so he can hurry up.
Yeah, give him potent aptitude.
I'll wait. I'll wait till he's finished.
Okay, you're not going to give him potent attitude?
No, I'm not.
He finishes. He walks out. Comes out. He's got the helmet under his arm. He's like, what's going on?
I hand him a blaster rifle, and I say, "Look, this won't kill any of us in any, quick fashion. If you draw on us, I don't want to. I don't need to say it. You've seen your friends. This is a sign of trust. You're one of us now."
Wow.
He looks down at the rifle, and he looks up at this terrifying crew in front of him. He sees what looks like an aged clone trooper holding a stormtrooper helmet under his arm and wearing like a bloodied gauntlet, a pauldron that he'd stolen off of his commanding officer. He looks at this like bug-eyed creature it never blinks, and it like just seems to stare into his soul. Ponda Baba and Cornelius Evazon obviously being like the worst murderers that he could possibly imagine. And he looks at F1, this medical droid that's armed to the teeth, got a bow around him. He looks like a maniac. This little blood-covered rabbit creature with a cape covered in different colors of skins and blood. And then this little monkey droid, which seems very helpless and fun. And he's like, I'll do whatever you want. And I think that's a good time to end the session.
Yes, hell yes.
All right.
Damn.
That's funny.
This ever-expanding cast of characters.
Man. Oh,
Yeah.
And you know what? We didn't even have my friend...
Sip Curl Keen.
No,
Or
my friend...
Pebble?
Pebbles.
Pebbles.
Pebbles has
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
session.
There's a lot of people on this crew now.
Yeah. Hell of a crew.
We're definitely over capacity. Like our ship is kind of flying like low.
Well, you got 2 ships now.
We have 2
That's
ships
true.
now.
Mhm.
All right.
We have about 9 people, I think, in our party now.
Well, you've got
Well,
4
Gonky
of you
too.
bastards. You've got the 2 Ponda Baba and Cornelius, Brax, Sip Girl Keen, Pebble, and Pipples. So 10 of you.
And
Wait,
then
plus-
Lucky Sevens.
Well, Lucky
Mr.
Sevens is the ship.
Mr. Bojangles and the Gonk.
Oh, don't
Gonky.
ever forget Gonky. We
Oh,
can't
we have
discount
13.
Gonky.
Mhm.
I think we
Well,
have a
that-
max
that-
capacity of 12 or something like that.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's like, it's kind of like a Dirty's Baker Dozen
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Mhm.
No, we
We,
also
could-
have 2
we,
ships
we,
now.
we should go have our suicide mission now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Our next suicide mission.
Thin
Yeah,
the
we're gonna have to
numbers.
go-
I like it.
we're gonna have to go
In the
full
herd.
stealth on this one. We're gonna see who makes it out.
Mhm. All right, guys. I hear that some of you are on some very successful podcasts. Let's hear from you.
Go for it, Austin.
Yeah, I'm on Crit Squad. You can go to critsquad.com and find that, or you can just look up Crit Squad in the podcast thing, or we're even on YouTube now. There's no video except for an audio visualization, but you can get all the episodes there if that's easier. Yeah, we've got that. We have a full Shadowrun campaign that's done, and we've just started recording a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition one.
Nice.
That'll be a short little adventure. I don't know when it's going to come out yet, but yeah, it's being recorded.
Awesome. And I have made a roleplay. We're streaming on Twitch too. We do it Monday, Tuesday, alternate Wednesdays, and Fridays, where we play our D&D campaign, or at least we release it on that day, and we do it live on Twitch too. So we're in the chat if you want to hang out with us on Friday. But we're also on everywhere you get podcasts and YouTube and all that good stuff.
Great. Thanks, Sergio. And I'm on Blasters and Bastards. Try to get back to a more weekly release, but
Yeah, hopefully.
we're on Twitch. It's a lot of fun with a lot of fun people.
Yeah. Ditto. I would also say check out SW5e on Twitch and MetaZoo Games. They're doing multiple streams per week.
Nice.
Yeah, and I don't do much else besides this and day job, so we don't put any money towards this. If you could tell your friends that you love us and that the Bastards have a perfect place in the Star Wars universe, please just tell your friends.
We have
tell your enemies.
33 followers. If we can get to 50, I think we can get to that affiliate status or whatever it is, and then we can start doing things like running polls and getting subscribers and stuff. So we'll see.
So look,
Getting
if
to
you guys
Disney.
can get us 17 more followers, Gonk can be one of our emojis. Like, I
Oh,
think
that's
that's really
right.
what we're all here for.
Absolutely.
So
That's the ultimate goal.
Yes.
the goal
You
is
don't have
just
to grow
get
beyond
Gonky.
that.
Never mind.
And then-
yeah.
After that, it's like our own series on Disney.
Yeah,
Disney
again,
Plus-y.
if you wanna just at Filoni, come on. Get me
Yeah, I
dinner
mean,
with
you
him.
you thought WandaVision was good. Wait until you see the adaptation of Blasters and Bastards.
They'd have to
No.
cut out like 90% of what we do.
Oh my god, it's all dick jokes. Oh my god.
There's one character whose whole name is penis. Like, what?
But it'll be like that old Mad TV sketch of The Sopranos where they try to cut out the swearing. So they're not going to fill it with any new content. It's just going to be gaps in the time.
It's if you have a history of epilepsy, you cannot watch the show. It's just flashing lights.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. We're hoping to be back on the regular schedule and going weekly. So hopefully we see you next week.
Till next time.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.